Hello, friend. I am here with some information regarding 2025 Nobel Prize in Economics, including its motivation, main ideas, and significance. Whatever information I have gathered, I am sharing it with you. We all know that Nobel Prize has been uh, given in the memory of Alfred Nobel, was awarded to Joel Markier, Philip Aghion, and Peter Howitt for this year Economics Nobel Prize for having explained innovation-driven economic growth. So they have stressed on innovation, and they said that it is innovation which causes or which leads to economic growth. So half of the prize will go to Joel Markier and the other half was shared by Philip Aghion and Peter Howitt. Now official press release what says that Markier's contribution as identifying the prerequisites of sustained growth through technological process and Aghion and Howitt work as the theory of sustained growth through creative destruction. So creative destruction word has been used by Schumpeter also, and they have now given credit to creative destruction or innovation for as an engine of economic growth. So the problem they addressed where central challenge they tackled is why did sustained economic growth emerge in last 2 centuries and how can it continue over time? Historically, we know most of human history saw periods of stagnation or very slow growth. Yet, since the Industrial Revolution, many economies began a process of persistent compounding growth, rising living standards, technological progress, productivity gains, etc. The Nobel laureate's work explains the mechanism behind this transition and what factors are necessary to sustain it. They emphasize that growth is not automatic. It depends on institutions, knowledge accumulation, openness to change, and the dynamic interplay of competition and innovation. So main thrust is on innovation, key contribution and concepts. Joel Markier, historical and institutional perspective on innovation. Markier is an economic historian and his work focuses on how societies move from stagnation to persistent growth by building a cumulative and self-reinforcing process between scientific knowledge and technological innovation. He argues that for innovation to succeed one after another, it is not enough to simply have new inventions. You also need propositional knowledge, that is theoretical understanding of why things work, not just how, but why. Without that deeper layer, innovations remain isolated and cannot build on one another. He stresses the role of openness, intellectual freedom, and culture, a culture of tolerance of change. If ideas are suppressed or rigid institutions dominate, then innovation will not take place. Societal and institutional conditions matter critically. His historical work helps to explain why growth was rare in early eras and why it became more persistent in modern times. Aghion and Howitt said endogenous growth and creative destruction is important. So Aghion and Howitt working together developed mathematical models for endogenous growth, models where innovation and technological changes are internal rather than external to the model. That a key idea is creative destruction. When a new technology or product emerges, it displaces older technologies, forms, or methods, as Schumpeter has said. And he has given example of new technologies or new appliances displace old one. That displacement is disruptive and damaging for incumbents, but it is essential for progress. To model formalize this process, firms invest in research and development to innovate. Successful innovators gain temporary monopolies and profits, but new innovations will eventually displace them, pushing the cycle forward. This ongoing competition drives growth. Their model links incentives, competition, financial returns, patent regimes, etc., showing how policies and market structures can either support or hinder innovation. Why this prize matters and policy implication. The laureates, Nobel laureates, work underscores that economic growth is fragile. It must be actively fostered, the conditions for innovation maintained, else stagnation can set in. Their research warns against complacency. Just because a society is currently growing does not guarantee it will continue. Incentives, openness, competition, and institutional supports are essential or critical. It has direct relevance to policy design, how to structure intellectual property, how to regulate competition, how to support scientific research, how to manage disruption from technological change. For example, workers displaced, how to foster entrepreneurship, how to maintain openness in trade and ideas. The Nobel Committee also explicitly pointed out that the mechanism underlying creative destruction must be upheld so society don't fall back into stagnation. So, in the current context of rapid digital transformation, AI, and debates over industrial policy, the prize is timely and it draws attention to how innovation can be directed to benefit broadly and how risks like dominance, rent seeking, and closed system must be managed. So that's all information which I have to share with you. Thank you.